Okay, I'm going to tell you the key to success. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can observe the world around you and see if what I'm saying is true. You can research it yourself, look it up, think about it, use your own brain. And if you believe me, maybe we can work together and start making money and accomplishing goals. The key to success is pretty obvious when you start thinking about it. You go to the ghetto. You go visit all the losers in life. Go look at the people who are flipping burgers and not making any money or getting a welfare check or whatever. What do? Well, they're always fighting and arguing. They're always in some kind of conflict. You can go in the trailer parks, in the ghettos, in the prisons. People are shanking each other. They're stabbing each other. You go visit some trash family and they're rolling around out in the yard. Two brothers out there fist fighting each other. The dad's beating his wife. The wife is out here fighting with some girl pulling each other's hair. And not only physical fights, if one of them gets a good job, their neighbor gets jealous and calls up the job and gets them fired from it. It's like an episode of Jerry Springer. That's all you have to do. Just watch Jerry Springer. And you'll learn how losers operate. They fight with each other. Now, observe winners like Donald Trump, even Obama, anybody that's at the top, CEOs of major corporations. Look at people who win. They have a team. Not only do they have a team, they understand networking. So Trump doesn't just make billions of dollars by himself. He has a couple of really smart people who have been on his team from the very start, and they're loyal. Even when he loses all his money, they're still with him. The people who abandoned him when he lost his money, he got rid of them. He demands loyalty from people. And if you go into the military, you go into the Navy SEALs, the first thing they teach you is teams win, individuals lose. Something I use in a prosperity society. Because the military needs to win wars. They can't play around. They need to win. So they teach you have to work as a team. And when you work as a team, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. 1 + 1 equals 10 or 20. You're 10 times more effective, maybe 20 times more effective, just having one person to work with who you can trust, who has your back, who's trustworthy and reliable, and who genuinely wants to see you succeed. You have 3 people together, you're 30 times more effective. That's all it takes. That's the key to success. Now, there are other things like you need to be assertive. When someone hits you, you hit back. You need to be confident. You need to believe that you belong up there. You can't sit there and say, why try, we'll just lose. You can't act like a complete loser. You do need some intelligence, but you don't need to be a genius. You do need to work a little bit, but you don't have to work super hard. People at the top, the CEOs, the presidents and stuff, they spend half their time on vacation. They're always playing golf. They're in Hawaii. They're in France sipping wine. They're not working 7 days a week. They might make you believe that, but they have an easier life. The person who's scrubbing toilets is the one who's working, morning till night and breaking their back. It's not the people at the top. People at the top understand. Even if you just go to a good college, you join a fraternity, and you network with the people in your fraternity. If you get a professional job, like lawyers, they have a professional network where other lawyers network with each other. Even a teacher, there's a professional teaching network. Teachers can network with each other, learn about the business, and get insights from other people, make friends with other people who have a similar level of education, similar interests, things like that. Network. Not just with one a lot of people, they become successful by joining the Freemasons or things like that, Skull and Bones, Network. It's not that they're using black magic and they're sprinkling fairy dust on these people and making them rich and powerful. It's just that they're able to work together as a team. There may be some occultism or whatever there, but the main 90% of the success just comes from teamwork. That's all it is. Teamwork. One hand washes the other. It's easier to lift someone else up than it is to lift yourself up. If I have just 1 or 2 people who I can trust, who are trustworthy and reliable, and they work together with me, we can build $1 million net worth. We can be the toughest guys on the block. We can get the girls, or if you're a female, we get the men, or whatever you want, you know. We can accomplish our goals. We can gain respect. It's so easy. We don't have to work harder. We don't have to be smarter. We just have to be a team. That's all it takes. I'll give you an example. You can be the toughest guy in town. You're a black belt in martial arts, you're a UFC fighter, you lift weights, you look like The Rock, you know, you have the big pecs and big arms and everything. 4 average people could jump you and you don't have a chance. They're out of shape, they're relatively out of shape, they're not tough, they don't know how to fight. It's not like the movies. I've been assaulted with a knife, I've been jumped by people, I've been in plenty of fights, I've done martial arts, I've sparred with lots of people. I've had my teeth chipped many times. I've cracked a rib. I can tell you about fighting. It's not like the movies, man. I mean, even 3 people jumping you, you could be much tougher than any one of them, but they're going to win because they are a team. And it's like that with making money or business or anything like that. You could be the hardest worker and you save all your pennies and you read all the books and you go to college and you learn about business, and you're not going to be that successful. Even though you're working 7 days a week, you need other people. You need to pull your money together. You need people to have your back. Even just in life, even if you're not going into business. It's like my family. They're the losers who are out here fist fighting each other. If my car breaks down and I call people who I think are my friends or my family, hey, can you come pick me up? My car broke down. Nobody will help me. Nobody will come help me. And I see people who are more successful in life, they're not smarter than me, they're not stronger. It's just when their car breaks down, their grandma comes out and says, here's the keys to my car. You can drive my car around for a couple months. That's the difference. That's something I never had. I've never had people who will work together with me, who I can trust. I always have people stab me in the back and cheat me and rob me, and that's why they're losers. Just watch Jerry Springer. Watch an episode of Jerry Springer. Those are the people, most of the people who I went to school with, and I went to a middle class school. I wasn't in the ghetto. I was actually in a decent neighborhood, but people just are not that smart. I go to work in a restaurant, work in construction. It's like Jerry Springer, you know. They're peeing on the floor. A lot of people, they smile to your face and act like your friend, and then they talk crap about you behind your back, and they cause problems where you don't even know. Like, why didn't I get that promotion? And nobody ever tells you, but so-and-so works with you, told the boss some bad things about you that weren't even true. And it's nothing but a game. You know, these people, if a lion's chasing them, they don't try to run from the lion. They just shoot their friend in the foot. Then they watch a lion eat their friend and they think it's hilarious. It's called low altruism. They don't know how to work as a team. That's why they're failures. I need people who are not a bunch of jackals or sheep. I need people who are wolves. Let's say 3 200-pound wolves. That's 600 pounds altogether. 3 wolves can take down a 1,000-pound bison or a 1,000-pound elk. No problem. It's not even close. They could never do that alone, but they do it because they work as a pack. Teamwork. That's why I use the symbol of the wolf. That Prosperity Society, it's not about being the toughest guy in the world. It's about teamwork. Being intelligent and being a cohesive team. And because wolves are pack animals, they're the best example in the animal kingdom of teamwork, besides maybe human beings. Arguably, chimps kind of work together, but they also fight each other a lot. I think, wolves are a good example. When you see a pack of wolves actually take down prey, you're like, wow, that's amazing. And that's what I'm getting at. I'm not here to argue with people. If they think that smoking crack is the way to win in life and stabbing other people in the back and arguing and fighting is the way, or they want to work 7 days a week, or they want to lift weights day and night until they look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, go ahead and do that, be my guest. But I want to find people who understand the values of teamwork and who will work together with me very closely and will help each other out, and our lives will be 100 times easier. It's really that simple. Thank you for your time.